Yo, what's up, gamers? Today I want to show you guys a quick little guide on what to do for your day-to-day login activities. Today I'm on my druid, a character that's not too geared. He's only 371 eye level, so I've been slowly gearing him up as I do my daily carries and daily runs on my main character. But now that we have this Time Runner's Mastery, where we're getting 100% increased bronze from the caches and 200% threads from the spools, there are a lot of new ways to kind of do things more efficiently and to just get that much more bronze and threads. So I want to show you guys a few spots that I like to farm mobs in the open. And then while you're doing this, make sure you pick up your dailies and then go ahead and start queuing for literally everything in the group finder. So go ahead and do your heroics and normals, dungeons, and scenarios, and then do every single raid finder raid. Now, these used to be okay to do. People would do them all the time just to get the one spool at the end, and then you get a good amount of bronze. You get 1,000 from this cache now, and you get 300 from this plus whatever the extra stamina is. So that's a ton of threads. It was, it's triple threads, double bronze, so you're getting a ton. And these go by so fast. The queue takes a little bit if you're just DPS, but there's almost always someone who's max level doing these, especially now. So they go by so fast, maybe 5 to 7-ish minutes per wing. So as you're queued for those, you could do other activities because it might take a second. Your scenarios and dungeons are going to pop first probably, so you can get those out of the way really fast. But a spot up here in the Kunlai Summit that I want to show you guys first is right here under the Isle of Reckoning. It's kind of this spot here. There's a good amount of trolls here, and after you're done with this little spot, you can fly over to the Isle of Reckoning. What I like to do is just, as a boomkin, I like to dot everything up, pull pretty much everything, and just kill what I can. And I'm only at 371 eye level, like a couple upgrades in, and I do just fine soloing all this stuff. Cool. So you could do this fresh 70 with 346 gear, and as you're doing this, again, you just queue for everything. You'll get a little bit of bronze, and you'll get threads here and there. Okay. And the spot's never taken by people. It's just a lower mob density spot, but there are mobs here, which is the most important part, as long as you're killing stuff. Cool. And like I said, after that, fly over here. This Isle of Reckoning is much better, but I like to start there just to kill everything. Things take a second to spawn. Fly over here, kill everything here, and go back. Just go back and forth in this little rotation. Start on the beach here, pull these few guys here, and again, just keep farming. Cool. Okay, so the next spot I want to show you guys is right here in Sra'Vess. I don't have it explored yet on this character, so once I start moving, it'll become explored. But it's the island in Townlong Steppes, just to the west of the New Zhao Temple. And same thing with the last spot I just showed you guys. Simply just start pulling anything and everything around the island. There's a lot more mobs here, and you'll probably see more people here. But again, you're doing this while queued up for dungeons, so it's not just the only thing you're doing. Queued up for raids too. And then after you're done with all your raid finders, you can kind of stop for the day, or you can keep farming these little packs that I'm showing you guys. But this will kind of make your bronze and thread acquisition kind of the highest that it can go while you're doing other content. And again, this is just another spot that might have people, might not have people. And so if you go to one spot and it's full, go to the next spot and just keep checking out different spots. Most of these spots people have found online, but a lot of the spots that I will try to show you guys are spots that I've just kind of came up with and found myself. Now I'm sure everyone else has found really good spots like this too, but I just gotta, again, fly around, see mobs that looks like a good farming spot, and just start killing everything. And for the most part, these have been pretty good for me. So, and again, this guy's, again, just a couple upgrades in, and I'm still managing to kill stuff pretty fast. Cool. And that's spot number 2 here. Okay, so spot number 3 that I have listed here is going to be in the Dread Wastes. It's around here, kind of towards the wall into the Vale of Eternal Blossoms. But you can start here. You can start a little bit before this, but it's kind of this dead scar area, and just kill, again, everything you see all the way up to the wall, and then go back and just kind of rinse and repeat with that. Again, killing everything you can in your way here, and I believe everything here will drop bronze and threads. These little guys maybe don't, yeah, so they won't really drop anything, so don't worry about them. But all the other regular mobs will have a chance to drop stuff. So again, it's always a chance to drop stuff, but this is better than just sitting inside your hub in the Vale of Eternal Blossoms. So it's good to go and try to get as many threads and bronze as you can while you're queuing up for these, because again, it's just free and it takes no time at all to do this while you're queued up. Cool. And again, kill everything in the way, and you'll be good to go in this spot here in the Dread Wastes. All right, guys, and the last two spots that I have here are both in the Karasarang Wilds. The first one is going to be down here in Unga, Ingoo, which is this bottom island way down in the south region. There's going to be a bunch of different monkey NPCs that you can go and start killing. And again, another great way to farm. There's a bunch of them here. And this is actually a spot I use for leveling even because of the mob density and how many mobs were spawning left and right. Here you can even get a quest here to do for the buried treasure. Like right here, I mean, look at all the mobs. There's so many of them. Again, just kill everything in your sight while you're queued up for dungeons, while you're queued up for raids. You'll be golden and good to go with this spot as well. And the last spot I'll show you guys while I'm on this island, I'll fly over to the Horde side, but for the Alliance, you want to start with the, to do this, you want to start with the quest, Meet the Scout, which you'll get right here. Yeah, it's right around here in your hub, or maybe right around here for the Alliance. But essentially what you do is you complete that quest. It's like a 2 or 3 quest intro, and you'll go either if you're Horde to the Lion's Landing, just right outside where these rare spawns are, or if you're Alliance, you'll go right over here to Domination Point. In that zone, there are a ton of mobs that just almost hyper spawn in a way, that are constantly fighting each other. It's just the Horde versus Alliance, and as you kill them, they will again drop bronze, drop threads, and it's kind of my first spot that I did ever on my main character, and I made tons of bronze. It was around after I scrapped everything and we're killing rares, and it was like if I had the whole spot to myself, kind of like how it is right now, I was getting anywhere from like 15,000 to 20,000 bronze an hour. And then thread wise, it was insane for threads too. I have a tracker now, so I can kind of check that and be more accurate later, but it's still a great spot. As you can see, I got 2 threads just from that little pack that I killed. So it's already better than probably all the spots that I've showed you guys, but this one does tend to be pretty full of people. So again, if they are, feel free to move to a new spot or invite into a group to get more people into your farming group. And again, while you're doing all this, stay queued for dungeons and raids. Once you're done with your raids and stuff, you could still farm these spots that I've showed you guys today, but the dailies are just so powerful that after those, feel free to get on a new character and just wait for the next day. Just to save your mental. But if you're trying to grind it all out, this is one of the best spots that you can do to get the most bronze for upgrades. Cool. All right, guys. Well, that's it for today. Again, make sure you're doing your dailies. Those are the best way to gain bronze now that we have this buff. They were the best way before, but now that they are increased, they're even better. And don't forget to do your normal raids and all of your siege difficulties that you can do. If you can just do normal, that's totally fine. The difference is a little bigger now from normal to heroic raids. You're now getting kind of that much more bronze because of the caches and the increase percentage wise, right? But again, if you can only do normal, make sure you at least do that so you can get that difference in that bronze acquisition. So that's going to be huge for your upgrades, and that's going to be huge for your damage. Cool. Just make everything so much faster too. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.